Hello, my friends. Welcome to our 4-session series on Rise and Flow. In this Vinyasa Yoga sequence, suitable for all levels, we will move through poses that provide a full body asana practice and enhance mobility, strength, and circulation in our muscles and joints. This short yet comprehensive functional sequence is designed to benefit your spine, hips, legs, and shoulders. By the end of this session, you will feel invigorated and sense of freedom in your body. As we embark on this series, let's consider what it truly means to be healthy. To me, being healthy is not necessarily defined by having large muscles or being extremely flexible from head to toe. Instead, it means having a body that can move freely and function properly. This requires adequate strength, mobility, and flexibility. In addition to physical health, being healthy also means having the ability to make the right choices and having a functioning intuition. This requires a heightened sense of awareness. In this series, let's shift our focus away from performance goals, how far we can push ourselves or where we may ultimately end up. Instead, let's concentrate on exploring movement in its full range and staying present in the moment, flowing with it rather than fixating on a destination. Let's use our breath as a guide to sharpen our awareness. And my dear friends, let us soar through our practice. Here we go. Let's start in table pose. And let's start off with a gentle cat and cow. Coming into table pose, hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, keeping your toes tucked under. As you inhale, arch your back, opening your chest, tailbone pointing up, gaze up. And as you exhale, rounding your spine all the way from your tailbone to your neck and the head. And let's repeat this few more times with breathing. Inhale, arching your spine, and exhale, rounding your spine. Now let's come into the neutral table position. And from here, keeping your toes tucked under, bring your knees like a centimeter off the floor. Spread your fingers, pressing your hands against the floor. And now from here, keeping your knees bent, lift up your hips and open your shoulder. Just like how you'd come into downward facing dog, but keep your knees bent, focusing on lifting up your hips and opening your shoulders. We're going to repeat this several times. Coming back to table pose, but stop right before your knees touch the floor. Keep that knees just hovering off the floor. And as you exhale, hips up, open your shoulders while keeping your knees bent. Repeat this few more times. One more time. And let's stay in downward facing dog. Slowly straighten your knees as much as you can while keeping your hips up, grounding your heels to the floor while still keeping your hips up and shoulders open. One breath here. And let's do one vinyasa, coming all the way to the front into plank pose, and as you exhale, coming down on the floor in however way that you want, either from your knees or from plank. And then coming into cobra or upward facing dog. And as you exhale, we meet back in downward facing dog. And let's step our feet all the way to the front, keeping your feet about hip-wide distance. Bring your arms front and all the way up while keeping your hips flexed, coming into chair position. Couple of breaths here, activating our legs. Spread your toes. Arms over your shoulders. Feeling the back of your shoulder and your arms and your upper back. One more breath here. And now from here, bring your hands in a prayer position. And we're going into a twist to your right side, so facing to your right side. And let your elbow come close to your right knee. But we are not going to push against the leg, but rather use our back and our core muscle to generate that twist. Lift up your right elbow up to the ceiling. Align your forearm. Gaze to your right. One more breath. Coming back to the center, arms over your head. Let's stay in chair position and one breath here. Continuing to the left, hands in the prayer position. Right elbow coming close to your left knee, but we are not using the leg to push to generate the twist, but we use our arms, back, and the core. One more breath here. Lift up that left elbow, pushing your hands against each other. And coming back to the center, arms over the head, back into chair position. One more breath. And reaching up all the way, extend your legs and let's fold forward. Come up on your fingertips. And as you inhale, gently gaze forward, elongate your spine. And as you exhale, release your head. Let's repeat this 2 more times. Inhale, elongate. Tailbone up and back, head forward and up, and exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. And now from here, left hand on the floor in the center. Bend your left knee, reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Widen your collarbone, align your shoulder on top of the other. Deep bend in your left knee, lift up through your right hip. And with next exhalation, let's change the hand. Right hand on the floor, bend your right knee. Reach up with your left arm, gaze up to the ceiling if that is comfortable for your neck. Otherwise, you can look to the side or even on the floor, towards the floor. Change your hand. Right arm up. And change, left arm up. Both hands on the floor. Inhale, elongate. And exhale, release. Step your right foot back. Back knee on the floor, coming into low lunge. Have your hands around your hips. So now make sure your left knee is on top of your ankle. Keep your back toes tucked under. And as you inhale, come up a little bit with your hips, giving a bit of a slack to the front of your right hip and the back of your left thigh and the hip. And as you exhale, go forward with your left knee, drop your hips, and imagine sliding almost back your back knee away from the center. Inhale, give a bit of a slack. Exhale, down, forward and back. Repeat this 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, gather the legs into the center line. Don't let your legs go outside. Inhale, 1 more time. And exhale. Stay where you are. Arms sweeping from the bottom all the way up. Lift up your chest. Pull the belly button in. Gaze up. And exhale. Right hand on the floor next to your left foot. Tuck your back toes under. Straighten your back knee. Reach your left arm up to the ceiling, coming into lunge twist. Aligning your shoulders. Left shoulder on top of your right shoulder. Widen your chest and your collarbone. Hug the legs into the center line. Gazing up. One more breath here. Generous bend in the front leg. And as you exhale, both hands on the floor. Downward facing dog. One breath here, and we're going to continue on the other side. With next inhalation, right foot forward between your hands, back knee on the floor, coming into low lunge. Hands around your hips. Inhale, come up, bit of a slack for your hips. And exhale, drop your hips down, right knee forward and left knee back. Hug the legs into the center line. 4 more times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. And the last one. Inhale. And exhale. Stay where you are. Inhale, sweeping the arms all the way up. Open your chest, gaze up, open your shoulders. And exhale, left hand on the floor. Twisted lunge. Lift up your back knee off the floor. Chest to your right side. Right arm reaching up to the ceiling. Generous bend in your front knee. Aligning your shoulder, and make sure your left hand is really underneath the shoulder, where you feel that line that you can push against to. One more breath here. Reaching down to the floor with both hands. Come to downward facing dog. Next inhalation, Vinyasa, go forward into plank. Exhale, coming down in your choice. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Next inhalation, step your legs all the way forward to your hands. Keeping your feet hip wide distance on your fingertips. Inhale, elongate your spine. And exhale, release. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Gentle bend in your knees, arms reaching forward and all the way up. A gentle standing back bend. And exhale, release. Arms over your head, interlock your fingers, except your index finger. Inhale, elongate your spine, reach up. And exhale, bend to your right side. Try to have equal weight on both feet. Open the shoulders. Tuck the tailbone in gently. Squeeze your legs in. 1 more breath into your left rib cage, shoulder, left side of your back. With next inhalation, coming back up to the center. Exhale to your left. Open the shoulder. 1 more breath here. With next inhalation, coming back up to the center and release your hands. Heels together, toes out, left hand on your belly, right hand on your chest. 3 deep breaths. Thank you everyone for joining me on this video. You've heard a bit about what being healthy means to me. Now, let me pose the same question my husband often asks me and his clients. What is your vision of health and well-being for your life? Comment below. If you like this video, give a thumb up and subscribe to my channel for weekly yoga practice. I wish you a beautiful day and see you very soon. Keep shine on.